Hi, my name is Mark Hefner. I'm the training coordinator here with the Johnstone Supply Training Center. Today we're going to go over the Emerson Blue Easy Reader thermostat, how to set it up. Let's get to it. All right, so this is the Blue Easy Reader. First thing you'll notice about this thermostat, it has a pretty big screen. That's one of the selling points for people. When you get into it, you'll want to go and push the menu button, and you're going to set the time on this first. It'll do hour, up or down, minutes, the actual year it's set for, the month, and even the day. And you'll set all of those, and that's what's going to allow you to set a schedule for this system as well. Once you have all that set, you can push run. It'll go back to the normal screen, and we'll start doing the installer setups. So to access the installer setup with this thermostat, you're going to press and hold the menu button. It'll take about 5 seconds. There we go. There's about 20 steps here that you can go through in the installer setup. I highly recommend you look at the manual when you go through these so you can reference what setting you're changing. But this first one here is to select whether it's going to be a single stage or a multi-stage heating system, or if it's going to be heat pump single or multi-stage as well. For now, I'm going to put it as a multi-stage system. And we'll push menu again. That'll go to our next setting where we can tell it if it's an electric or gas system. We also get to the energy management recovery. This is just a setting to help with the program you set that'll bring the thermostat on slightly before the time that you set on the schedule so it can meet that temperature. The next setting is their adjustable anticipation. The first one will be for heat, and this is set as medium, ME, fast, FA, or slow, SL. And this will change how large the anticipation is in degrees. So slow is 1.2 degrees, medium is 0.6, and fast is 0.4. So this will change how quickly the system will cycle back on. The first one here is for heat. I'm going to leave it at medium. The second one here is for cooling. You'll see the AC come on. And the same thing, medium, fast, or slow. Once you've set the heat anticipation, you'll push menu again. This will take you to compressor lockout. You can change this off or on. This is just a safety feature for the compressor. Next, will allow you to select the actual mode configuration of this thermostat. It can go through heat and cool, or it can be heat only system or cool only system, depending on what you set. We're going to leave it to do both right now. We'll push menu again. We'll get to the compressor optimization. This is basically a fan delay. So if you have it on, the fan will run for a little while after the compressor has shut off. Then we get into the display light for the thermostat. Whether or not you want to display the light on is up to you. Once you've set your display light, you'll go to the ambient temperature display. This will allow you to change what the thermostat will actually show going up or down on the thermostat. The need for this depends on the occupancy. They might have a draft going past the thermostat. There might be a space heater because someone else is trying to warm up their space while you're trying to cool down the actual room itself. So this just allows you to change what the thermostat will show and how it will work a little bit. Next up will allow you to change between Fahrenheit or Celsius. And then we get into the actual programming settings on here. You can do a 7-day or no programming. And once we're done with that, you can also set whether you want the program to run 4 segments through the day, morning, day, evening, or night, or just day and night. For now, I'm going to leave it on all 4. These thermostats also have what's called fast heating and fast cooling. This is for multi-stage systems. If there's a second stage and you change the temperature more than 3 degrees, it'll automatically bring on the second stage, be that heating or the cooling setting, which you can adjust both of those. There's also a daylight saving automatic time option on here. I'm going to go ahead and leave that on. You can set the limit to the temperature in heat, and you can set a limit to the temperature in cooling as well. Lastly, you can change the O and B here on the reversing valve if you're using a heat pump with this thermostat. Once you're done with all of that, the thermostat will go back to the home screen here, and next we're going to show how to do the scheduling for this thermostat. Now to set up the programming on this thermostat, you'll push Menu, and then you can push Schedule. Right now we're set for cooling, so it's going to be scheduling for the AC system. The first thing you get to change is what temperature you want first thing in the morning. And if you push the time button, you can select the time as well with that. You'll have to push time again to go back to the temperature if you need to change that more. And then you'll push schedule to go to the next part, which will be for the day, what temperature you want it to rise to during the day. Push time again if you need to edit the time for that as well. You'll push schedule again to get to the evening setting. And you can set your time and your temperature. And lastly, you get to the night, which again, you'll set the temperature and the time. One of the interesting things here is that once you've set that one day, you can push the copy button, which will copy that day. And if you push advanced day and you push copy again, it'll copy the same schedule from that day onto this next day. And you can do that down the line if you want to adjust all of them to be the same. So you're really just copying and pasting the schedules, or if you want to, you can individually select one day at a time and schedule them accordingly. When you're all done setting the scheduling, you'll push run. The thermostat will start to run that schedule. So this has been setting up the Blue Easy Reader thermostat. For this and any other needs, come check us out at the Johnson Supply Training Center, where you get real-world experience for your real-world career.